How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be playing Adios. I tried to record it yesterday, that's why there's already a continue button. But it didn't go well, because my controller kept disconnecting and everything. Um, I injured my arm, so I was trying to really, not use it, so that's why I wanted to use the controller. But we're back in it today, my arm feels a lot better, so we're gonna be using mouse and keyboard. I'm not gonna give you too much synopsis for the game, just because, I think it's something you really need to experience. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of like a walking simulator, more of like narrative driven than like action packed or like puzzles per se. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit new game and get into it. Tell him I'm done is our task. Okay. The confession.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so?
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
I don't know what he's asking.
Yeah,
Sure?
Sure.
Okay.
Here you go. So, you,
What if I had said no?
done, huh?
Yep.
You do understand what that means, right?
What does it mean?
You know what it means.
What? Why would I ask if...
Mine's made up, I'm afraid.
It doesn't work like that. You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh. Nothing I can do to change your mind.
Well, you are welcome to try.
I don't know, maybe we'll get more of the story if I say that.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
You know, pretend I'm on the fence, but I have my mind made up. The breakfast.
Smells delicious as always.
Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15
What does it
years,
matter?
just about.
Trying to convince
Summer
me,
of
like,
78.
you've been in it for so long anyways, you might as well
Why'd we
continue.
meet? What was it?
Needed the scratch.
What did you need the scratch for again?
Wasn't too popular with the folks back home. Had to make ends meet.
And Bill needed surgery you couldn't afford.
Yes.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Okay, so Sadie's his wife, Bill is his son, I think, from what I remember.
Well, I may have been a little tipsy,
I drove you home that night.
as you're so fond of telling me.
Jimmy knew
I
we
don't
could
think
help
that's a
each other.
spoiler.
So he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
Every time you visit.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle. American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
Not really.
Not particularly.
Cows, I get. Cows are dumb. They're afraid of those, those metal bars in the ground.
The cattle grid.
Cattle grid.
Cattle grids, huh?
Yep.
Well, my point is, cows are dumb. Pigs, I read, are smart.
And you read that in the paper.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the pigs know?
Know what?
That they're food.
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
I mean, isn't that like what gives what separates humans from like most other species? Like, we have like a greater life purpose, so we're always thinking like, what's ahead? I don't know.
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats?
You and your
stuff like
nice
that?
suit?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
I don't know. If we met in 78, he seems quite a bit younger than we are. We're probably gonna retire before him. Alright, so we have a couple different options as far as where to go next. There's a grave here. I'm not sure whose that is. Let's do this one first.
Huh. I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured
Today's
it
your
was
lucky day.
just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Well, it's covered up. That's not helpful. What if we don't pull the cord?
Got a light?
Ta-da!
Okay.
Beautiful, right?
The soda.
Shit. Here I figured
Last time
you
I pulled
had
the cord.
a deep, dark
Like immediately,
secret.
so.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean, who doesn't have hobbies?
Well, what's yours?
Here you go.
Reading, I guess?
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Everyone reads. Heck, I read the paper every day. But reading isn't a part of your personality. It's just a thing people say they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
Mm-hmm. I knew someone who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it. If it's something you're not wholly in love with, then you're still trying to figure out what your hobby is.
So, you got a problem with my passion?
No, you said I guess. No one says I guess when they love something.
Is love a requirement for a hobby?
Absolutely. Love's a requirement for many things.
And so you love fixing soda machines.
It's a perfectly respectable
That is
hobby.
correct.
Something to do with your
It
hands,
relaxes
and you get a
me.
reward.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would
I
get
mean,
into fights or when
you fix
things
up
was
cars, you can
bad or
fix
I
up a
was
soda
anxious,
machine.
I don't know. Well, Sadie's sister, once she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do. But I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry.
Gets
over
me
that
every
one.
time.
Dogs are good.
Yeah, there was a time
Yeah, when a
where
dog
like
dies,
two
that
different
always
like
moved
dog
me to
movies
tears.
came out,
Yeah,
and it
but
oh my
Josie
god
insisted. Then
tore me
she
apart just watching the
kept
trailers in the
insisting.
theaters
Then
back to back, pretty much.
I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I
Josie.
was something wrong. Of course, that
Who's
wasn't
Josie?
true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't. I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me.
I mean, some people
I
grieve
don't know
differently.
how or
It's
why,
just how it
but
is.
it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
well, yeah. Looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Every time you finish a job, drink a soda as a reward.
Please. Little memento of our time together.
Oh, yeah, come on, a memento.
Remember your old
Let's
friend.
keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
I'm trying to remember who Josie is, because I thought Sadie was his wife, Bill is his son. And then who's Josie? I don't know. We'll get a couple of chores done and see if we can't figure it out. Do you drink a soda? I'll give you another soda. We got Slurpo, Root Beer, Tap, Slam Cola, Limo, and Dr. Thud. Let's get some Dr. Thud. Here you go. Oh, you missed. Try again. Fool! You waste of a good soda. I'm never trusting you again. Alright. Let's go over here. There's the gate. Whoop! Horseshoes.
Why horseshoes?
Why not?
Well, why not horseshoe?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, Time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
I'm just so tired because it's wrong. It's wrong. Or it's lonely too.
That's lonely, too.
It's lonely.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Ah, never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, nobody else could really see me. Understand what I was.
How do you figure? What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life.
Oh, what? There's
I
a
was
score?
home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well,
Not
it
doing so well
wasn't
so
a
far.
popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but when I got home,
Oh, too far.
it was dark, and there was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought
Ooh,
he'd
so
have
close.
married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
You see that house on the hill?
Ooh,
What, the burned
so
out one?
close.
I always wondered
Come
what
on.
happened there.
One more.
Gary Gordon. Of the Gordon
Nope.
family. Went to high school with us.
Come on. We just gotta
But, well, most
break
of us
4,000.
were
I'll be
farm folk.
happy.
Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us, that's pretty high
Shit.
society.
Okay, we broke the
The
4,000
Gordons
though.
owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his mom died.
So
In high
close.
school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but
There we go. There you can see the
he
score.
wasn't a bad athlete.
I still lost.
Good
Oh
looking
well.
guy?
A real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. That poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Ah, Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
Uh-huh. So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Okay, so Sadie was his wife.
Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house. Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon and his mansion?
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared.
Wow.
And one night,
Okay.
about a year later, there was a storm, and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. Oh, I won. Guess this city slicker's still got it.
Yes, you did.
What's next?
Oh. Smug winner. So we gotta move the manure, milk the goats, and feed the horse. Alright. Let's feed the horse. Here, horsey, horsey. The horse.
Don't you own a tractor?
No.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens and cows, and that's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
Uh-huh. You haven't got a saddle for them, so you don't ride them.
You can ride him bareback.
No racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse. Gotta have a horse.
And what's this about them being beautiful?
And even then,
Beautiful.
like, you can use a
Really?
horse for a
Beautiful, it
plow.
says. Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
No. I'm gonna feed my horse.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Come on, man.
Suit yourself. Alrighty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Oof. Horses give me the willies.
Take a nap,
See
standing up.
why.
Alright. Last couple things. We're gonna go this way. The shovel.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Shit.
And what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're gonna put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day.
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh,
Come on.
what happened to his shovel?
No.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. At a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling. Magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No.
I can't do anything to the
News.
manure after that.
You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured,
You figured?
you ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
Why do you think I offered you that job back in '74?
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out a Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Yeah. shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it. Last thing we have to do is milk the goats. What's over there?
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that, judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Alright, we gotta sit down.
Oh, hey, really?
Call in the goats.
I always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up. Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Yeah. Now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you gotta do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot. Hey. No. Gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
I'd rather live as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well, that does it for the goats.
Bye bye, goats. Thank you for your milk.
Thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
Yes, I wasn't sure how much the game would like explain or spoil. But I'm gonna pause it real quick. He's the guy we're talking to is a hitman. And we're I think a retired hitman, or we process bodies, so to say. And feed them to the pigs. So like get rid of evidence and stuff like that. And so the hitman is here to convince us not to quit our job, because the only way out is for the hitman to like kill us, basically. Because like he said, you know, like we sever ties, you don't sever ties with us, because they're like the mob or whatever, and it's, you know, there's no way they're gonna let you live after you sever ties with them, because you go to stab them in the back, so like they gotta get rid of you. So yeah, that's kind of like the premise for the game. I wasn't sure if they would explain it at all, and turns out they don't, so there you go.
You know what this is?
Tree?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Ah, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
What?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American
Does
chestnuts
it?
have died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4 billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never
sucks?
recovered.
I thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
It is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So, what's the moral of the story? With the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van. Hey,
Look into my dark soulless eyes.
look at me. You're thinking about dying, thinking you can pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
well, the time of my demise aside, someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Oh man. Yeah, so we're basically like, oh boy, oh my god. The way. Oh God.
The garage, huh?
No tour would be complete
We'll do like
without
a
the
little
garage.
I
tour of
have
the
to ask,
farm, so whoever
why
takes
a
over
sports
next
truck?
knows what's
I
happening.
think they're called coupe utility, but, you mean why not a sports car?
Yeah, I mean, I always figured you'd have a midlife crisis like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something like that.
Couldn't really say why I love these so much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that,
Mm-hmm. Had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a
Does
charm
this look
to
like
it.
an El Camino?
But
Is that
she
what they're
won't
called?
run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Sure, already had my midlife crisis.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, you know, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
All right.
True enough.
Now, let's see here. Can you get me that drop light?
Oh yeah,
My
sorry.
eyes aren't what they
Oh
were.
my God. What do I? Hello?
Yep, sure
There you
thing.
go.
Thank you.
Saul's a good kid.
What's that?
Saul, a good kid. I like him. It was nice him coming by.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise
Never?
in my entire life. Saul's dad was a good man. Didn't think his kid had it. As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
Great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
When I was young, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah? And now?
Today, I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose. You check the spark plugs?
Give me a second. What about your boy?
Bill?
Bill is our son.
Oh, he's fine, I guess.
You guess. How old is he again?
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
So it's about
Roy would have been
92?
About his age.
Yeah?
Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
What? Bill? Tow-headed little guy? Always friendly and outgoing? That Bill?
It's about Sadie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question?
Hmm?
What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Oh, Chuck's farm.
Chuck? Huh. Yeah, what's with all the planes? There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey, have you checked the air filter?
Yeah. And yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers or something?
I think he has a B-36.
No kidding.
You got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Have the foggiest.
Well, a B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium. Biggest America ever had. Took 2 train tankers to fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
So why does Chuck have one in his backyard, plus all the others?
Asked him about that once.
Okay. Wire's loose here.
Where?
Right there. So, what'd he say?
Oh, dead navigator came to him in a dream.
What?
Dead navigator from the Korean War came to him in a dream, said the planes were in danger of being lost, and it was up to Chuck to save them.
So, Chuck's crazy.
Well, eccentric maybe, but, well. Do you believe in ghosts?
If I did, I'd have a different job. Why, do you?
I figure we all move on in some way. Energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
So now there's a bunch of planes on a crazy coot's farm.
And he keeps them safe. Can you think of a better place for him to be?
Well, want to try running it?
Sure.
All right.
There she goes.
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet. Yeah. Remember Slick?
Sure.
He
Vroom,
always
vroom.
wanted one of these.
Where is he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is what? Thanks for his service?
I never wanted to be thanked for mine, but that boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves better than that old Pinto is.
Yeah. Well, where to next? Shotguns, huh?
The
I always
shotgun.
liked shotguns.
Liked?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Got a few of those.
Oh yeah? What's your favorite?
Them big slab-sided ones. They have a charisma. What about you?
Oh, nothing special, really. 357s when I can. But this is a shotgun.
Yep. Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Could have been better.
Name a father that couldn't. So, how do we do this? Who's going first?
You can go first.
All right, then. This is more my speed. Hanging out, shooting guns. Maybe a few beers next time.
I'm not sure guns and beers mix.
Ooh.
Sure they do.
Nice
like
shot.
Peanut butter and very dangerous chocolate. Next time. Trust me, next time.
And there is gonna be
Got him.
next time.
Oh, there's always a next time.
This is it. After today, we are done.
I tried to tell you. I keep trying. There is no out. There is no done. You keep doing this. You never do anything again. It's permanent. Kaput.
And it's kaput.
You don't mean it.
If that's the way it's gotta be.
You have.
Oh, so they do kind of explain
You
it.
haven't listened to a word I've said.
I've been listening. I've been
Don't
listening
drop
all
the
morning.
gun. Oh
I've
my
been listening
goodness.
to you talk about being sad and lonely.
Oh,
and
that stresses me
refusing to
out.
listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Your reasons aren't any good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
Okay. A goodbye.
So, this is it then.
It is.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need to.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
I can't take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much point anymore.
So sell the farm. Move into the city. Meet someone new.
Do you believe in hell?
What?
Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And why? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right.
Why?
Because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. One more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
believe this is true.
I don't know. But I got the notion, and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is, tell you adios.
Just like that.
What else is there to say?
Not much, I guess.
No.
All right, then. Have it your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
Okay. We get one more afternoon to ourselves. Tie up some loose ends. Say goodbye to the house. Say goodbye to the piano. Oh, there's an achievement for Piano Man. Oh, by the way, I did find out how to turn off epic achievements, because that notification was entirely too loud and very obnoxious, and scared me every time. So I figured out how to turn it off. But here's our fine china. Oh! Meat. Meat product. 50% filler. Okay. Beans. Slap. Soap. What is this? Tea. Oh God. Slap and slop. Okay. Moon salt. Ground control? Is that coffee? Yep. Tuna. Cornflakes. Nothing in the fridge. Can't open the freezer. There's a phone there. Can I put on some tea? No, I can only pick it up. Let's see what's upstairs. Junk mail. Even in the countryside, you can't avoid junk mail. Bathroom. Blessed shampoo. Brush my teeth. Flush the toilet one last time. Bill's room? Can we turn on the radio? We can! Well, it's not the radio, it's a turntable. We'll put on some music. How nice! Saint's Bell. Have everything playing at the same time. This was a mistake. There we go. Nope. There we go. Oh! Whoops, my bad. Put it back up there. Does this one play the same song? Sort of. Yeet. Okay, we'll put that there. Nope. There we go. Bill's skateboard. Okay. So Bill was our son. This is our room, I guess? Can't open anything. Let me out. Ah, dark room. Can't get back there. See any of the photos. The last time he was in here, it was very broken, and I wonder. Oh god. The fuck was that? Flash. Can't take any of these to look. But I wonder if. I was wondering if I could, like, take one down and see it, but I can't. So, let's head back down. Got a little mudroom over here. Yellow raincoat. Some laundry. Did we go here? No, we did not. A living room with an oldie TV. What's in the cellar? A toilet. Time to go fishing. Catch Emerald, the fish. Whee!
Come
Oh,
on.
we got something.
Nice
Did we get the
catch.
emerald? No, we did not get the emerald. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, it's the big boy. Let's go.
Ooh, nice catch.
Alright. So we gotta go check on the horse, call the boy, call the neighbor. Call the neighbor. Those are our last 3 tasks of the day. And sit in our chair looking on the lake. Can we pick up the cooler? No. Alright. Time to head back. Check on the horse, and then call our son. And the neighbor, I guess. But more importantly, our son. Horse, part 2. Come on over here.
Alrighty. Come on now. Come on
Does
now.
a horse have a name?
That's a good boy.
Feed apple to the horse. You get it. Couple more for the road.
Brung you an apple. Granny Smith. Just like you like. Good boy.
I don't know if Granny Smiths are red,
Good boy.
but you know.
You've been real good to me. You know that?
He doesn't have to know that. He probably doesn't know what the
Lot of
color
good
they are.
luck. Good times. Without you, I don't, well, I do not know. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all you done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll just, I'll leave you to it.
Oh, he took my apple and ran away. Call the boy, call the neighbor. Alright. Can we open the barn door? Is that something we can do for him? No. No, okay. Let's head back to the house. Call our son. Can I go in this side of the house? I can. The
Dad?
boy.
Bill, well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
It's new. Tells me who's calling.
Huh, that's some real fancy stuff you got there.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
Please don't hate me, because this is the last time we'll ever get to speak. I missed you.
Oh, just, hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
I never should have let her go. Can we just talk?
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
How are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
She was getting forgetful. If they found out, I didn't know what to do. Oh.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be? Alzheimer's isn't some terrifying boogeyman. It wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So what? You didn't love her anymore?
She was scared of me. There was one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up.
Oh, boy.
You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes?
I wonder if, since she had Alzheimer's, like, she knew what we were doing at some point, or maybe she didn't. I don't know, but either way, like, if they found out that she had Alzheimer's, they'd probably take both of them out, because, like, what if she said something and she couldn't remember who people were, and then, like, she got people confused. So he had to get her off the farm. Interesting.
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
How do you think I made all that money, Bill? No such thing as a rich pig farmer. Not, at least not in the meat.
Hey,
Yeah.
I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry? Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her. They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept, and she sobbed, and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill,
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up. If you wouldn't mind coming by in a few days to pick it up.
We'll see.
Goodbye, son.
You'll never make this right, Dad.
I'm still trying.
Okay, so we just have to call a neighbor. And, hopefully not feel too hurt by, Bill's words there.
Hello?
Hey, Edie, it's...
The neighbor.
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day. I said, Garth, you know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
Something like that.
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats.
Evan the cat.
Anyway, what were you saying?
yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today. In fact, just the other day, I said to Garth, I said, if we don't visit, then we should host. Reach out, say hello, put together a little neighborly get-together. And you know what he said?
Thank you, Edie.
Hey, you should drop on by next Saturday afternoon. We're going out to the Harvest Festival with the grandkids, and I know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. It's been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. You know, chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies, and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are. Gotta go now.
See ya.
The dog.
Hey, Brody. How you
Brody. I'm gonna absolutely take a seat.
been? I know I don't drop by as much as I ought. I ain't got an excuse. We had some good times, Brody. I remember Doug coming over, remarking on your coat. Said you didn't need no training. He'd put you with his bird dogs and you'd figure out what to do. Well, he was right. You came waddling over out of that lake, duck in your mouth, proud as everything. You wouldn't give that duck up. But you got the hang of it. Doug and I, we had a falling out. Haven't spoken to him since. Well, he passed, so no point reminiscing, I guess.
Pat the grave. One last pet for a good boy.
Good boy. You want to know something, Brody? I always believe dogs go to heaven, because all dogs is fundamentally good. Even the mean ones, they're good too. They're just, hurt or starving or, sick or scared. So, I know where you are. And I know Sadie's probably with you right now. I done wrong, Brody. I done a lot of wrong. And I don't know if I can make up for it. I want to tell you I'll see you soon, but the truth is I do not know. I don't know if I was good enough for you. Or her. I don't know if I did my best. So, this may be goodbye. I love you. And I miss you all the same.
My heart. Dogs are so good. Brody 100% went to heaven. The end. Alright, this is the last chapter. Let's go down to the cellar for the shotgun. Took our tasks. So I guess we can decide what we want as our last meal. That's how we make it? Okay. Is there anything in here? No, we can't put it. Ah. Okay. Bring this one upstairs. Dining room is over here. There we go. Alright, what do we want to make? Curry, or stew, or steak? Let's do a stew. Steak. Do we have to stir it or anything? No. Add it to the pot. Alright, stock. Oh, let's make it super spicy. Oh no, is this for the, I think this is for the curry. Put that down for now. Okay, so we just need peas. 2 potatoes. Chopped up. Oops, it fell on the floor. Potato. Knife. Oh my god, dropped it. Okay, potatoes in the pot. 2 potato. Knife. Four carrots. Let's do the onion first. No, we'll do the carrots. Oops. Four carrots. Let's pick up the knife. Do a little chop, 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 chop. Throw the knife. Alright. Last thing is going to be the onion. Into the pot. And then just hit the timer. And away it goes. Place the meal in dining. Ooh, that actually looks delicious. Throw away the book. Oh, that looks less delicious. There we go. Can I eat it? Who's speaking? There it is. Adios. And let's game. I definitely agree with a lot of people. Special thanks, Morgan. I definitely agree with a lot of people on Steam saying that it was just basically a walking simulator. The story wasn't all that stimulating, but the meat of the game is pretty much just like going about your day and the hitman trying to convince you not to get out of the game. The voice acting was fantastic. I will give it that. A lot of people were saying that on Steam, and I was like, oh, that can't be the only thing. But I will agree on that. It is probably not the only thing, but it is one of the better things out of the game. Graphics, you saw I had some textures down. It still struggled. So there's definitely some kinks in there, like some bugs. But overall, a delightful story to just kind of experience. Sad ending, obviously, is the only ending. But yeah, I don't know, it was really nice to get to know like the farm and all the animals there, and just kind of see through his routine, kind of get to know who the farmer was in his life and why he was deciding to get out, you know. Even if the hitman didn't quite understand. I think us as a viewer can kind of feel the farmer's sadness and understand where he's coming from. Alright, we're back at the main menu. Thank you all for joining me today. I think I'm gonna post this all in one go, just kind of like an hour-long let's play. With like a little bit of cuts here and there where I had to like restart the scenes for some of the bugs. But yeah, otherwise it's just gonna be one and done. There's no sequel, I don't think. I haven't seen anything about it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of like somber experience. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.